For all I know, Mukwano Group is probably richer than Elon Musk, but I can't prove it. Mukwano Group is the largest business conglomerate in East Africa and Central Africa. And I think these guys might be richer than Elon Musk, but we cannot prove that. We don't have Forbes in Uganda. I just found out that the Mukwano Group owns Acacia Mall in Kampala. Yes, Acacia Mall. They also own Royal Palms Estate in Butabika. My friends, I hope now you're keeping track. Imagine owning an estate where billionaires live. What does that make you? Anyways, Mukwano Group was founded by a gentleman known as Ali Mohammed Kamali in 1904. He was of Indian descent, Indian Ugandan. So it started being called Mukwano because of his friendly demeanor. He started a trading post in downtown Kampala. Yeah, trading. Everyone bring your goods, buyers will come here and buy. So that's where the Mukwano Arcade comes from. So recently the Mukwano Arcade was actually sold to another Kampala business tycoon known as John Bosco Mwonge for a whooping 250 billion Uganda shillings. That is approximately 13 million US dollars, if I'm not mistaken. But just imagine, that is just from the Mukwano Arcade. I'm still bringing you the business empire. So listen, these guys, they own Exim Bank in Uganda. That is how they diversified into the banking sector. They own Gulf Stream Investments down in Mombasa, where they have facilities that can host over 26,000 metric tons of edible oil. What? I've kissed my work. Anyways, they also own the real estate I told you about, Acacia Mall. They own 5-star hotels all over Africa. In Rwanda, Tanzania, and Uganda. Next, they also own beverage processing manufacturing thingy, and this in 2009 even got recognized by the International Standards Organization. They gave them a certificate, and this is how they're able to produce that aqua water, which is owned by them. This is how they're able to produce Cheyo Energy. This is how they're able to produce Rocky cooking oil. This is how they're able to produce Mukwano bar soap. And actually they started with the soap and edible oil in 1988, like I explained to you guys. So anyways, currently they also own Lira Maize Factory and also a manufacturing for oil, plant for manufacturing oil. And here they produce 25,000 metric tons of oil every day. They also own the Mukwano Agro Project, and here they have contracted 17,000 acres of land and given out over 45,000 contracts to local farmers. Jesus Christ. They also own Riley Packaging, which is along Ginger Road, and this one is valued at 13 million US dollars. It is known that Mukwano employs over 50,000 people across East Africa, and just because they are doing business quietly, it doesn't mean they are failing.